Welcome back to another exciting day in mathematics. Whoop, whoop. Warm-up 25 is on the screen. And once again, by now, you guys are experts at this. I'll give you guys some time for that. Copy and go. How's everybody doing? Good? Now that it's Tuesday and not Monday for some. All right, let's get the show on the road. Number one. What'd you get for number one? Who haven't we called on in a while? How about Joseph? What'd you get for number one, Joseph? Hold on. There you go. You got 9x to the fourth. X cubed plus 9. Hands if you got that. That is correct. Double check your work and notice here it's addition. It's not multiplication or subtract. Yes. Positive what? Is it positive? Let's double check. Negative x cubed and positive 10x cubed. That gives us positive 9x cubed. Thank you. Hands if you got that now. All right. Number two, multiplication. Double check with your neighbor before Joseph passes it to someone. Check with your neighbor, see what they got for number two. Just the answer. Let's see what they got. They should be done by now. Pass someone, Joseph. Franco, what'd you get? 6x to the fourth minus 3x to the cubed minus 2x squared plus 5x minus 2. Hands if you got that. Looks about right. Thank you. Man, you guys are in a row. Get it? In a row? No? Never mind. Number three, factor. Tell your neighbor what factors you got for that one. Then Franco's going to pass it to someone else. Factors for number three. All right, Franco, pass someone. X minus 4, x minus 5. Hands if you got that. Close. Tell your neighbor what they forgot. The BFF, which is 3. So GCF plus the two factors, and that gives us that. Hands if you got that. All right. Go to number 4. Factors only. Show your neighbor what you got for that one, and Renzo's going to pass it. Check with your neighbor. What factors did you get for number 4? All right, good conversation. Renzo, pass him one. Elijah. Hold on. What is it? 3, 4x cubed minus 3, x plus 2. Okay, so parentheses where? Here and here. Hands if you got that. All right, I think what he did, he had 12x cubed minus 9. No? Let me double check that one, see where we're at. All right. Is it in standard form? No, so we set it in standard form. 12x to the fourth plus 24x cubed minus 9x minus 18. Group. GCF for these two is 12x cubed. We're left with x plus 2. Yes? GCF for these two is negative 9. And we're left with x plus 2. So far so good? Therefore, what is the same here and here? X plus 2. And what's left over? 12x cubed minus 9. And then he said 3x cubed minus, wait, we can't get a GCF from that one. So it's 3. Oh, my bad. Oh, he said 3. 4x cubed minus 3. So he factored that one, and we bring this one down, x plus 2. Hands if you got that. If you went here, that's fine. However, notice the instructions, they just said factor, yes? However, if it says factor completely, you need to make sure that you do the extra step like this. All right? Number 5, share with your neighbor what you got. X equals to what? Then we're going to pass that. Number 5, x equals to what? All right, good conversations. Pass someone. Joseph. Seven over 3. Hands if you got that. Close. Tell your neighbor what he forgot to write. Plus, minus. Once again, plus 49, plus 49. We end up with 9x squared equals 49. Divide by 9, divide by 9. X squared equals to 49 over 9. How do we cancel that square? Square root. Square root of 49 is 7. Square root of 9 is 3. But it's a plus minus. Don't forget that plus minus. Go to number 6. Binomial theorem. Let's go. Check with your neighbor for that one. We're only doing answers today. Check with your neighbor what they got for a plus 3b to the 4th power using the binomial theorem. Double check with your neighbor. Who haven't I called on today? Mario? I haven't called on Mario. Monse, I haven't called on Monse either. Or Enrique, let's go. All right, Joseph, pass them one. Mario, go. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Hold on. B to the. Uh-huh. Yes. Uh-huh. 815. Oh, 81b to the 4th power. Hands, have you got that? Looks up Mario and House. Thank you, Sammy. All right. Copy the agenda, please. Here we go. Warm-up number 25, dividing polynomials. Today we're looking at synthetic division. Let's go. We're going to the matrix. The matrix. I'm the one. I'm the one, people. So, tonight I'm going to give you a study guide for Thursday and Friday's benchmark. Now let me elaborate on this, and it's being recorded. The benchmark, it's the first test, big test that you're taking for the year. Now, according to the syllabus, let me go to the syllabus and find out percentages really quick. Let's see. Where is it at? Right here. According to the syllabus, tests are worth how much percent of your grade? 50%. So half your grade is Thursdays and Fridays benchmark that's coming up. But what am I talking about? You guys do your home play every day. Come on, Q. Let's go. And I'm giving you a study guide with exactly what's coming on the benchmark. Now, tutoring. People have been asking me for tutoring. Keep reminding you guys, but tutoring's been going on all September. In the mornings, I get here at 7. From 7:15 on, you can come and ask me questions about your home play. Questions about the session. After school. And by the way, it's free. Now, let me just do a little FYI or fun fact. After I leave campus, I don't do any tutoring, even for family. Let me repeat that again. Even when I have people calling me from like friends and stuff, I don't. Even if they go, can you please just do 1 hour and we'll pay $150? Sorry, I can't. Oh yeah, it's crazy, right? You would do it? Okay. No, I'm serious, because watch, when I'm here 100%. I go all out. And I'm here from the morning, 6:45 to like 4:30. I upload the video lessons. I'm here to answer questions. Like I said, unless you come up with an AI app, it's called BAM, and you press it and I come up in your room. BAM, how can I help you? No. It's not going to happen right now. So please, pretty please, anything I give you, please take advantage. Because you're going to see right now when I give you the benchmark study guide, you're going to be like, oh, snap. Snap is right. Copy this code, please, so you can have access to that study guide, U7L4P. 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 All right? So, with that said, home play from last night, go to Canvas, turn that in, and I'm going to go over one of these really quick just to make sure that we got the process down. So go ahead and turn that in. I also updated the grade book. Some of you are in big trouble because you haven't turned in a lot of work. And we close a quarter in 2 weeks. Please, pretty please, with a cherry on top. My goodness. I don't know how else to say. How about if I say, if you turn in your work, I give you $20. No. That is not going to happen. Make sure you turn in your work, people. Tell you never what I just said, please. All right, so turn that in. I'm going to go over number 7, so make sure you set your notes up if you didn't do number 7 or you skipped number 7 from the home plate. Number 7. All right, here we go. Number 7. 6x to the 5th minus 3x squared plus x minus 2 divided by x minus 1. Process. Step 1, everyone. What is it? Standard form. Let's double check. This is 5th degree, 2nd degree, 1st degree, 0 degree. Is it in standard form? Yes. But are we missing any? Yeah, we're missing the fourth and the third degree. Fourth and third. You write them in there because we need them. Is this one in standard form? Yes. So therefore, let me write out my polynomial. 6x to the fifth. Since we're missing the fourth degree, I write plus 0x to the fourth plus 0x to the third. And then negative 3x squared. And then plus x. And then minus 2. And all of that divided by x minus 1. Look at your work. Hands, if you set that up by yourself like that. Yeah, some of us. All right. So here we go. 6x to the fourth times x gives us 6x to the fifth. 6x to the fourth times negative 1 is negative 6x to the fourth. We're going to subtract, which means you distribute this here and here. This cancels. We're left with 6x to the fourth, and we bring down the next term, 0x cubed. Check your work. So far, so good. Next, what number times x gives us 6x to the fourth? It's positive 6x cubed. 6x cubed times x is 6x to the fourth. 6x cubed times negative 1, that's negative 6x cubed. We're going to subtract, which means we distribute this one here and here. So this cancels. That leaves us with 6x cubed. Bring down the next term, negative 3x squared. Next, 6x cubed. So what number times x gives us 6x cubed? It's positive 6x squared. That gives us 6x cubed. 6x squared times a negative, it's negative 6x squared. Minus this, distribute here, and that leaves us with 3x squared. Bring down the x plus x. Bless you. Next, what number times x gives me 3x squared? Positive 3x. 3x times x, 3x squared. 3x times a negative is negative 3x. Subtract. Distribute this one here, and that leaves us with 4x. Bring down the negative 2. And lastly, what number times x gives me 4x? That's a positive 4. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. Subtract. Let me zoom out. Distribute the negative. Let's see. This was a positive 4. So distribute this negative. So we got negative 4, and this one becomes positive 4. And we're left with 2 as a remainder. Hands, have you got that by yourself? Yeah, let's go. All right. So, answer. Correct answer is 6x to the fourth plus 6x to the third plus 6x to the second plus 3x plus 4 plus fraction bar. What was the remainder? 2. And what goes on the denominator? X minus 1. That is our answer. Yes, Margaret. Go over it one more time. All right. So we start off by checking standard form. Any degree that's missing, you need to replace with a 0 and save the spot when you start writing out your polynomial. So I start off with 6x to the fifth. Here it is. We were missing the fourth degree and third degree, so I wrote 0x to the fourth, 0x to the third for the two missing degrees. Then I continue with negative 3x squared plus x minus 2. And at the end, we divide by x minus 1. In the process, you ask the question, what number times x gives me this one? 6x to the 4th times x is 6x to the 5th. Then you distribute to the second number, which is 6x to the 4 minus 1 is negative 6x to the 4th. When you subtract, circle it so you remember to distribute the negative here, and it changes the sign to a positive. This cancels. We bring down the 6x to the 4th and the next term, and then you just progress with the same process all the way through. Okay? All right? We good? Now, one thing I wanted to point out really quick, look up, please. Look up. What was the highest degree that we started with, everyone? It was to the what power? To the 5th. And the answer starts at what? 4th. So that means it loses 1 degree. Does everybody see that? All right, keep that in mind because that's going to help us out for today. Okay? All right, so make sure you turn that in. All right, so you have the code for the study guide, yeah? All right, get a Cornell note, title it Synthetic Division. Our objective for today, I can divide using synthetic division of polynomials. I can divide polynomials using synthetic division. Bless you. By now we know what polynomials are, yes? Remind your neighbor, polynomials are what? Polynomials are what? Expressions. We got it, right? Yeah, by now everybody's waking up. Polynomial expressions, right? All right, come have breakfast. Polynomials. I'm telling you guys, they're not going to leave anymore. We're going to be walking into Johnny's, and all of a sudden somebody taps you on the shoulder. Polynomials. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. We know what polynomials are. We don't need those. We moved on to types of division. We showed you long division. We'll start with this one. Copy this one, please. Example cube. X cubed plus 7x squared plus 16x plus 12 divided by x plus 2. We should go a little bit faster now since we already did the home play and we did plenty of practice. Thank you, Mr. Q. You're welcome. X cubed plus 7x squared plus 16x plus 12 divided by x plus 2. All right, here we go. What do I do first? Everyone. Standard form, 3rd degree, 2nd degree, 1st degree, 0 degree. Is it in standard form? Yes. Are there any degrees missing? No. Okay. This one, 1st degree, 0 degree. Standard form, yes. Anything missing? No. So therefore we write x cubed plus 7x squared plus 16x plus 12 divided by x plus 2. All right. Here we go. All right. What number times x gives us x cubed? Tell your neighbor. All right. What is that number, Abby? X squared. Hands, have you got that? That is correct. X squared times x is x cubed. X squared times 2 is 2x squared. We're going to subtract. What I ask you to do, circle it to distribute it here and here so that you won't forget. This cancels. We're left with 5x squared. Bring down 16x. Next, what number times x gives us 5x squared? Tell your neighbor. What number times x gives us 5x squared? Mario, what number times x gives us 5x squared? Positive 5x. 5x times x is 5x squared. 5x times 2 is 10x. We're going to subtract. Circle this so you can distribute here and here. This cancels. We're left with 6x, and bring down the 12. And last but not least, what number times x gives us 6x, Denise? 6, positive 6. This is 6x plus 6 times 2 is 12. Subtract, which means this turns into a negative, so is this. They both cancel, and that leaves us with 0 remainder. What's our answer for this? Our answer is x squared plus 5x plus 6. Hands if you got that by yourself? Yeah, we got this, right? Okay, now, once again, look up, please. I want to make sure you're getting this. We started with the third degree, didn't we? And our answer is at what now? Second degree. So that means it loses a degree once we do the division. Everybody understand that? All right. So today, we're going to finish off division, but I'm going to show you a different method called synthetic division. All right? Therefore, on your paper, copy the same polynomial, everything the same, but I want you to write synthetic division because I'm going to go through that process. Write it again. Example number 3, divide using synthetic division. Copy that, x cubed plus 7x squared plus 16x plus 12 divided by x plus 2. Just copy it. I'm going to go through the entire process to make sure you got it. All right, here we go. Synthetic division. Now, I'm going to ask you to either close your screens or put those aside. This requires your full attention because now I'm going to be dividing without any variables. You're like, what? Oh, yeah, we got this. Ready? Writing utensils down, look up to the screen. Here it goes. I'll ask you to copy once I do a couple of steps, okay? Here it goes. Step 1 is the same. What is step 1? Well, we need to check for standard form. Okay. Let's see. Third degree, second degree, first degree, 0 degree. Is it in standard form? Yes. Are there any degrees missing? No. This one, first degree, 0 degree. Standard form, yes. Anything missing? No. Step 2, pay attention to this part. You're like, okay. So step 2, what did I do? I took the divisor, set it equal to 0, and I solved for x. Are we there? I took that number, and that's going to get us started with our synthetic division. Hold on before you copy. Hold on. Next, I'm going to write this right here. Pay attention. Ready? Tell your neighbor what I wrote down and where did I get that from? Talk it over to your neighbor. Yeah, all coefficients, including the constant, without any variables, yes? Copy that, please. All right, just to double check. Step 1, standard form. Step 2, take the divisor, set it equal to 0, solve, take that number, and that's going to be our new divisor for this process. Next, I write my polynomial, but only coefficients and the constant. Then I draw a line, because I'm going to start the process right now. So writing utensils down, look up to the screen. This is where I lose some of you, so stay focused, please. Stay focused. Y'all ready? First step, I bring the first term below the line. Don't copy this, just pay attention. And now I'm going to start my process. What is the opposite of division? Multiplication. So watch. I'm going to take -2 times this number and write that answer above the line of the next term. So what is negative 2 times 1? Negative 2. Next, I'm going to combine these two. What is 5 minus 2? 7 minus 2, that is 5. Hold on before you copy. Here it goes again. I'm multiplying. So now let me do it again out to the 5. What is negative 2 times 5? Negative 10. Combine these, and that gives me 6. Let me do it again. Once again, we're multiplying. So now, negative 2 times 6. What is negative 2 times 6? Negative 12. Is that correct? And what is negative 12 plus 12? 0 as a remainder. Hold on. You're like, what? I know, right? It's cool. Because watch, I'm already done. Look at my answer. I started with a third degree. Is that correct? My answer after division, it loses how many degrees? So that means that this represents 1x squared. Which means this represents what? 5x. This represents what? Just 6. And this is my answer. Copy that. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. Yes, Felix? Let's go. We got this. You're like, Q, just give us a lot of these. Let's go. That's pretty good, huh, Edwin? Yeah, right? BTW, who notices that the process was faster than long division? Right? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Anyways, here goes the process one more time. Standard form. Was it in standard form? Yes. Was there anything missing? No. Second one, standard form, yes. Set it equal to 0, solve, use that as our divisor. Then we write our polynomial without variables, only coefficients and constants. Bring the first one down below the line so we can start our process. Negative 2 times negative 1, negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. It goes above the line on the next term. Combine, 7 minus 2 is 5. Negative 2 times 5 is negative 10 on the next term. What is 16 minus 10? That's 6. Negative 2 times 6 is negative 12. What is 12 minus 12? That's 0 remainder. Therefore, if we started off with a third degree, that means our answer is 1x squared plus 5x plus 6 because they are in standard form. From 1 to 5, how comfortable are you with that so far? Got some 4s, 3s and a half. Some of you have weird fingers. All right, let's do another one. Copy this one. Example 3q. X cubed plus 5x squared minus 17x minus 21 divided by x minus 3. I'm going to give you a head start for that one. Make sure you follow the process that we just did. Let's see how you do. Copy and go. Let me stop you really quick. Turn to your neighbor and let them see the setup that you did before you get started with your process. See if they have the same setup as you before they make a mistake. Check. All right. Let's see. Mario, first step. Standard form, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yes. Anything missing? No. 1, 0. Anything missing? No. What do I do next? Who haven't we called on in a while? How about Evelyn? Evelyn, what do I do next? X minus 3 equal to 0, plus 3 plus 3. X equals to 3. So that means I'm going to use 3 as my divisor. Hands if you got that. All right. And what do I write next here? Yulisa, tell me what you write. 1, 5, negative 17, negative 21. Hands if you got that. That is correct. All right, here goes the process. Bring down the 1. What is 3 times 1? 3 goes right there. Combine that, and that gives me 8. Let's do it again. What is 3 times 8? 24. Combine that, and that gives us 7. Next, what is 3 times 7? 21. 21 and negative 21, that is 0. So we started with what degree? Third. That means this is what? X squared. Then if it's standard form, that means this is 8x, and this is 7. Hands if you got that by yourself. Let's go. We got this. One more. Copy this one. Example 3 super Q. X cubed plus 8x squared plus 17x plus 10 divided by x plus 5. Should go a little bit faster this time. Copy and go. All right, so when you solve this, you should have gotten negative 5 as a divisor, yes? Then we got 1, 8, 17, 10. Bring down the 1. Negative 5 times 1 is negative 5. Combine that is 3. Negative 5 times 3, that's negative 15. Combine that is 2. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. Combine that 0. So my answer is x to the second plus 3x plus 2. Hands if you got that. All right. So with that said, don't copy this one. Is this in standard form? 3, 1, 0. What's missing? I write the 2. Is this in standard form? Yes. All right. So if I set this equal to 0 and I solve, x equals what? Negative 2, right? You're just paying attention. Now, look at it. Now that we have the missing degree, tell your neighbor, what numbers am I going to write here? 7, what else? 0, what else? Negative 6 and 9. Tell your neighbor why I wrote 0, please. Yeah, and the process is the same. All right, so look up, please. With the code that you got earlier, you're going to have access to the study guide. Study guide looks like this. Quarter 1 study guide. Work on it tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to take questions during class. We're going to go over some of those problems. But look, classify the polynomial, add the polynomial, subtract the polynomial. So those of you that have been doing your warm-up, guess what? Muscle memory. Let's go. Multiplying polynomials, multiply, factor, 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 divide, and so on and so forth. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy your home play. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.